Alrighty guys, so we're at a book off today, first one of the day. So we're at day 3 right now of the trip, and I have to say book offs are always quite a surprising one. Sometimes you can find something and they have DVDs, books, but also sometimes Pokemon cards, diecast stuff, and well, we're gonna see what is inside of this one. It's a really old one at least. It's rural Japan, it's in the middle of crap and nowhere right now. It's in Fukushima actually. Alrighty guys, so inside of the book off store, right away I was greeted by two nice hobby masters, and which I'm both going to be bringing home. One's the special pilot signature, and the other one is the Diamondbacks here, which I was looking for, so that's really cool. Honey, would you grab these? Yeah. Yep, one sec guys. So first one, perfect condition, a B type, which is still sealed in box, still everything sealed, packaging. And the same goes for the Diamondbacks over there. Like, everything is still in the seal, so perfect if you ask me. What the hell is wrong with this camera today? Yeah, perfect. Like, both. And for dirt cheap. And both were like 20 euros. Like, insane. Nice Komatsu, by the way, and a cool little, what is this? A Honda. Oh, nice. A nice RSV Aprilia. Some cool models here, I have to say. Like, I'm also very surprised with two hobby masters, especially in the book off, which is focused on books. Really cool stuff here. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I am, by the way. But there is some nice stuff here. Little Formula 1 cars. I always like these little ones. Pipe transport. These are always funny. By the way, I'm not using the mic too much because it's not working really well. This is freaking awesome. That's really cool. Nazar. But yeah, to see those right away on a shelf, I'm instantly happy. There's some cheaper ones here from IXO. I have some of these. These are quite good, by the way. There's a water plane here. M1K45. Let's see. A bit too expensive for that. It's like €9, but I think that's overpriced. But yeah, that's first glance of a small book of mainly books and figures and so on, but just a nice impression. So me when I'm trying to find my wife, Pokemon cards. And just to give you guys an impression like how badly is Pokemon here popular versus us. So I got my hobby master here in front of me already. And yeah, Pokemon is here even bigger than like Diecast, it's insane. But just wanted to share that fun moment with us too. Hi honey! Alrighty guys, so that was a very successful inside of actually a book off. So it's nothing to do with hobby, but still sometimes you're lucky. These were delivered in on the 26th of March. Today's the 29th of March, so these were just laying there for 3 days, and the prices are 4,200 yen per piece. So that's around roughly €25 each, which is super because they're like new and everything's still sealed up in the packaging. So I'm a very happy man right now. But shows again how important it is to go and visit certain stores and have a look. But yeah, join me for the rest of the trip. This is just the first store of today. Guys, so we're at a hobby off, hard off this time again. Same region. I'll drop all the locations, of course. But for me, it's hard to remember which city are we now, especially with the pronunciations. It's quite funny. But yeah, hobby off. So hobby related stuff, diecast, cards, you name it. My wife is probably going to be sick of Pokemon cards today. But it should be okay. And a hard off, so you will see some hardware like music instruments and you name it. So always quite funny to see what they have, and we'll see in a sec. Hobby off never disappoints. McLaren Alva, K&N car, convertible. I always forget what the green ones are. Not really diecast, but still interesting. By the way, check that giant Legolas. When I think I'm done, there is more. Some really old school ones from Burago here. This one brand I don't know. Looks nice though. Old school Michael Schumacher from Petronas. Oh, the Hotwheels, always nice. They have a really wide selection, which is cool. No airplanes though, which makes it funny because it's a hobby off, but trains, I always like trains. Look. I know some friend of mine, Mike Pullen, he will love this. So Mike, if you're watching, you will enjoy this. Really nice. Cars here, like unlimited. Mustang Fastback. Saline, S7. Also small stuff, of course. It's racks and stacks full. That's some in between the airsoft stuff. Nice ones. Not too expensive even. King Tiger. Wrecked Abrams. Some model kits, I think. Even a little more Lamborghini. I always like the Johnny Walker specials. And a lot of little kits. Oh, I spotted something. That's quite fun. And a little Henkel I see. I already have that one, but still nice to see one. Some auto arts. Thunderbirds. Powerboat even. Nice McLaren, by the way. Here are some more cheaper ones from IXO, I think. It's still fun to see them. Ferrari IXOs are quite good. Some Matchbox. Some Greenlight. Oh, these are really clean. Blackfish from Nice. And of course some model kits. But also some other things that you find at hobby offs, like on hard offs, of course. A shit ton of video games like NES and SNES and Game Boy and Nintendo 46 even. And also some more modern. So it's quite funny to see always. Just a quick extra impression, like so what you can find in the hobby offs, like here, like a lot of electric guitars. And I know if you're watching, my friend, as I say, have a look. Like, I think you will like this. This is insane. This is walls full of instruments. Some really cool Gibsons even. Nice. Just wanted to show that in between. So that was the hobby off and hard off here. I have to say, on diecast level, a lot less, but that's quite funny. So 5 minutes ago we were at a book off, and that's end of the street. And there you will see a lot of diecast then. So it's also sometimes a little bit of luck. Those diecasts at the other shop were dropped off 3 days ago. And here there was some stuff, but more like trains, cars, and some other enthusiasts will be super fan of this. But you also find like games. I shot some images of games and music instruments, so that gives you a bit of an idea like what is there, but also how what to find. So yeah, we'll see you in the next store. Alrighty guys, so we're now at the book off / off house. Not sure what's in there, but we'll see. And behind us, my wife turns around quickly, we have the book market, and that one is supported by Surgaya, so that's going to be interesting to see. Surgaya is one of the bigger chains. My watch needs to shut up. One of the bigger chains that I usually visit, so I'm curious what that is exactly. But we'll see inside in a sec. Alrighty guys, at hard off right now. Saw this one. I don't like the details really, but it's new in box, so that's not bad, and quite good price. Some trains from the Agostini. Some 10-year anniversary here. Some more trains. And some Gemini, I see. From United. Cinetech. Japanese Airlines. This is an off-house, by the way, so it's quite funny. Because usually they only have like house-related stuff. Even a little paint booth. And a lot of diecast cars. Even a little, I see a Mitsubishi here from IXO. Sometimes it's worth to check the backs, I have to say. As I mentioned. Because there's always something crammed behind in the corners. Like this little guy here from Thai Airways. The rest, a lot of bikes and cars and trucks. Which one? Oh yeah. A lot of Japanese ones and Ferrari. And Hotwheels. And some cooler models, I have to say, but just the generic ones, nothing super special. Some Star Trek stuff. This looks recommended. For the rest, a lot of model kits. So this is also quite popular always in Japan, which is quite cool. I also used to build these a lot. Always likes these trucks in Japan. Some airsoft stuff. And I saw some models here. And some more. Right, there's some diecast. And some. Oh yeah, that diorama's really cool there, the vintage one. And some bigger cars. Tomica Limited. And a lot of train models. But even a digger. Alrighty guys, bit of a double episode because I forgot to click out. This is Book Market. It's supported by Surigaya, but this one, 19k is a lot of money. That's including tax, but still extreme. The Bandem autoart is really cool. And some Fast and the Furious stuff. Some Tomicas, which are always nice. Fast and Furious. Funny car. Already have that one, but still cool to see. RS. Not bad. And that's about it for diecast. So that's why I want to combine this. Alrighty guys, so that was the Hollerdorf and Off-House. And the Off-House, I have to say, there was some diecast and I recorded that, so that was quite interesting to see. In the store behind me there was one hobbymaster, a new Japanese Persuado Scream from the F.22. Was fair priced afterwards. I checked online, it was €105, €104, so that's not super bad for a used model that looked new, but still not something I'm interested in these what-if schemes. But still cool to see some diecast in both stores.
A small book of in between. Yeah, this was roughly one of the last stores of the day.
Alrighty guys, so heading into the evening. One last shop now after this, now a book off. I have to say, I ordered a house inside, but it was okay, there was not much inside. I preloaded. I will preload the images that I shot. Some little cool cars, but nothing special that hit my taste. But shows again how a book off can also have some diecast. See you guys in the next store. Alrighty guys, so this is the last one of the day, hard off and off house. We'll see what's inside. Probably some diecast, not a lot, but sometimes you're surprised by what you find in these stores. So one is for house related and the other one is for hardware related, but oftenly you will find toys in there. So let's go inside and see what we can find. Alrighty guys, so at the off house right now. Notice some hobbymasters. Quite steep price, but not bad. It's around, what is it, 60 euro I think. This one, 13k. Not to say nice Sky Eye AC Hawk, not bad. Then I saw these and I was like, hey, good price, like 5,500, but damaged beetle, it's missing parts, scratches and dirt, which is a shame. Especially for the next one here, because this one is the poorest sucker of them all. This one I was actually interested in, but same story, also damaged and scratched up, so that's a shame. But it's always nice that they actually tell you what's wrong with it. Some cars. I always like this. This is actually a Dutch car, and they had like sponsorships for like I think 1,000 to 500 euro per slot. It's quite cool to see always. And there's no car in there. This is funny. It's a light box. Some vintage trucks. Also no trucks inside, by the way, just empty packagings. Quite interesting. A nice little Porsche. Kyosho, always nice. And some larger kits. There's some interesting stuff here, I have to say. And I have to say it continues on, by the way. There is also some pack cars. This one packs. Some nice Hotwheels. Still on the hunt for my 7-Eleven car, but I haven't found it yet. A 7-Eleven bus. Alrighty guys, so that was the off house and hard off. I have to say, quite surprised to find that many hobbymasters. Now, there was not something in there that I would buy. The two with for 5,500 yen, was that fair? No, I think overpriced. Pito damage, paint damage. I spoke to the owners. There's quite a lot of shit wrong with it. So they think it's market fair, which is okay. I don't blame them. It's not their expertise. The other two from 11,000, good priced. That's around 65 euros, which is a good price for a Phantom, and for a Hawkeye it's very cheap, by the way, 13,000. So it's good, but it's fun to find them. Also the little cars again. So yeah, shows you again, hard off and off house are good. I'll also add these again to the link so that in the description you can find the coordinates, or at least the address, if you ever plan to visit Japan. Alrighty, that was it for today. Only thing I will shoot is a little haul video so you can see what I bought for today. Not a lot, but still fun to show. Alrighty guys, so nice haul today. Although it's only two, these are both brand new, so that's super interesting for me. So I had a diamond back, like everything is still sealed in the box. It hasn't been removed, simple as that. And then the one from Charles McGee here, the same story. Everything is still sealed in the bags in the corners, and the plane looks spot on. So I'm super happy. And then at the end, this is something I learned during my trip. So they have these little lotteries in the stores, like 7-Eleven. And there's one from Tomica right now going on in 7-Eleven, and I actually won one little car and one another rack. So that's just fun to show and share, because it's a 350Z, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, short to the point, that was another day of diecast hunting. Yeah, I have to say it was a fun one again. A lot cheaper today, good thing. Also on Pokemon cards, I think we bought a lot less, at least my wife did, so that was superb. So yeah, hope to see you guys in the next episode, and we'll see you guys on day 4, hopefully.